this is part 5 of creating the bar funnel chart, and what we're going to do now is creating our carrot or triangle, basically just similar to this here on the tooltip, but then we're going to make our own version here. So let's scroll down here. We go to our plugin and we go to the after datasets draw, and then in here, what do I want to do? I want to start drawing the remaining lines. So to do this, how do we do that? We know that we have here the center that is 10, or at least whatever the center is. That's the width, or sorry, that's the height. So anyway, let's start to draw the line first. I'm going to say ctx.move to. That will indicate the starting point of our line. So what I want to do is I guess we need to push this first more to the right. So we're going to say here bar thickness maybe plus 5 pixels. There we are. So we have 5 pixels for this triangle, or carrot as we call it, and the carrot is spelled like that. That's the carrot. So what we're going to do here, I need to figure out this is the starting point, I guess, or not even. This is not the starting point. I'm going to grab this, and I know that this will be the starting point without the 5 pixels. The y here is basically this minus 10. That's what we know. So that will mean that we are here, and then let me just remove the tooltip because it's blocking the view of my explanation. So I'm going to say plugins, tooltip, enable, false, comma, save, refresh. Alright, so you can see here, so it will start here, then we're going basically to the right, but we need to go a few pixels down. Since this is 20 pixels in height, we could basically say we're going to the right, but I want to go diagonal right with 5 pixels. So 5 pixels down and 5 pixels to the right. So if we do this, I can say here the move to, well, this is the move to, I'm going to say here the line to, that is the next connecting line. And then what I will do is, we're going to grab this thickness, plus 5, comma, and then what I want to do here is I want to grab this, and then I want to go 5 pixels down. To go 5 pixels down, I can say here plus 5, or we could make it very easy by saying here, instead of minus 10, we say minus 5. That will just shorten the code a little bit. Or does it? Well, let's see. I do believe that we are slightly off. Anyway, let's see here. This is the line 2. We're going to say the line 2 is the thickness. That is correct. So here, minus 10. So what is going on? Hold on. Alright, I figured it out. Of course, I made a mistake here. So we're going here, but this is based on somewhere here with the minus 10. And what we want to do is we want to have a straight line, so I'm going to say here, just remove this first. Alright, as you can see here, that's exactly what we needed. Apparently we need to go up, but then of course this one here should stay as it is. So what I will do is, I'll copy that, and then here we do just the same logic, but I want to go down now here. Going down would indicate here plus 5, I guess. And as you can see here, it starts to fill instantly, and that works nicely. I hope you can see it. Let's zoom in. You can see here. This works beautifully. Alright. So now we have this here, and I think it's just time to just make it in a for each loop. And to do that, we can just copy all of this. And we can put it in here. Then give it a proper indentation. Alright, just some space so it looks a bit more easier to read. So now we have this here. This here, of course, should again work with the I value. So we say here I. Here, we just only need the I. And the reason why is we're not working with any other value except for the one that we're on. There we are. So now we have this here. Maybe we can say here, to ensure that this here works, we can maybe don't deduct. Oh, alright, interesting. This is the max, so we have to see later on what's going on with that one there. And if I say here length, let me double check here, the length, or maybe we can leave it like that, but this one we say equal. This or equal to, save, refresh, there we are. Alright, as you can see here, this here is maybe not very desirable because it clips off. Let's solve that one by minimizing the bar. And this is very nice because we have the width here. And now if I minimize the bar, it will not damage our code anymore because it will recalculate the width of the chart. So I'm going to say comma, I'm going to say bar percentage. And we can just say here 0.5. By default it is 0.9. If I do this, we make the bar smaller, and as you can see here, this looks nice. If you don't want this to hit outside the chart area, especially if you have a legend, in that case we can go here to the Y scale, say comma, we say grace, and give it a value of 1, basically 1 tick above. But if it's not 1 tick, it will definitely take 1 segment, and that could be more than a tick, and that is perfectly fine. Look at that, that looks quite nice. Next video we're going to focus on adding the text in here.